good afternoon, and happy Monday. We are back here in Washington, D.C. And across yonder, you will see the White House, but we are unable to get close to the White House because, of course, there are dignitaries there. Zelensky is supposed to be there with others to discuss peace and other issues. So we are not allowed access until these dignitaries leave. Hi there, Chakra King Black. Please make sure you double tap. Thank you. As you can see, there are many people here waiting. Peace to you as well. I'm going to get a close-up of some of these signs. Again, we cannot get anywhere. The streets are literally blocked. Peace to you as well, Chakra King Black. You see some signs here. And it will be more as the afternoon goes by. The sign says, Taco, Taco, Taco Man. Putin is playing Trump a fool. Again, members of the Secret Service, MPD. That's the White House. That is the White House. And you can actually zoom in. Those that are coming in, please double tap. And if you have not heard the news, Ohio, West Virginia, and I forgot the other state, I'm sorry. They're planning on sending additional troops here in D.C. So by the time all of this is over with, we may be looking at over 1,000 members of the National Guard here. Is it necessary? Again, Zelensky is here. And this is why there's no access, unless you're a dignitary, to get to the White House. We have people having interviews. This is historic, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're here, we're in front of the AFL-CIO. So for those of you that are joining, please, if you'd be so kind, double tap. You can see a portion of the monument peeking through. A lot of activity going on in the District of Columbia. Look at the little palm. More news crew coming in. But there are many, many, many roads blocked off for obvious reasons. signs out here, as you can see. Thank you for those that have come by. Please double tap if you would be so kind. The streets, as you can see, are blocked off because we have dignitaries here visiting the White House. One is ZELENSKY, and there are going to be talks on possibly peace. A few days ago, things didn't go too well. And for those of you that actually think if there indeed are additional troops deployed here, could it be because of the issues with Putin? And it's this crime and homeless situation that many are pushing, just a distraction of more serious issues. My opinion is the latter, but again, that's just my opinion. And the only people that are able to get through are the people that work in this building right here. Welcome everyone and happy Monday. Happy Monday to one and to all.
È italiano.
Go across again real quick. That's the White House. Right ahead. It's blocked off.
They softened the sound. They don't, no podían hacerlo. So ellos.
You can hear the MPD, police. You might see some of the lights. No. That's the church right there they're referencing.
Which I read that's in the political science
Like I go in the office, but then I'm out.
Sí, yo estoy hablando castellano. No te, tienes que, no,
Hi, Michael. How are you? Happy Monday.
tienes que alinear mejor. Pero todos los que vi eran de Los Ángeles, no eran los
DC has been clean for a while of rain, but I welcome your comment and thank you. Make sure you double tap. I'll show you some of the people that are here. Hi there, Benoit. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday to one and to all. Thank you so much. Please make sure you double tap the screen as you come in. I'm glad you are fine. Thumbs up, please, as you come in, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, we are live outside of the White House. However, we cannot get closer because of dignitaries here. And there are supposedly talks of peace. We have people from all over here.
There's no problem, correct?
Charlie.
Something.
It is actually very beautiful. Unlike what many people are being told or led to believe. That doesn't mean things don't happen. Things happen everywhere. Crossing over.
make sure things are happening, right? Yeah, the room's okay. Besides, the only time we're eating, but why'd you hold it? Why'd you hold it emergency? Oh shit! Hold it emergency.
Sorry about that language. Hey there, Jory. How are you? Happy Monday. Again, outside, way outside of the White House. We have dignitaries here in Washington, D.C. And public is not allowed to get any closer at this time.
Yeah, so on day 5.
Hope you're doing well, Jory, and everyone else. Those of you that come in, if you would be so kind, please double tap. And thank you. Again, according to reports, and again, always fact check. There are supposed to be additional troops, National Guard troops sent here. Michael, hello. And that's with a siren, just a quick honk of an MPD officer. And another member of law enforcement adjacent to the white tent. Hi there, may I see your sign?
Sure. Yeah,
It says
okay.
President Trump, prayers before and during Zelensky meeting, end of Ukraine war. Join us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for you.
Oh, this is for me? Right. For a better future. Thank you. Oh, they need to be done again, but thank you, sir.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So how long have you been out here? Because I thought I'd be able to mosey on down like I usually am, but nope. We can't get down there. Not yet, anyway.
Well, there's a lot of security.
Extremely.
Officials here today.
Yes. Well, you be safe and thank you again. Spider Pig, how are you? And congratulations on your gifted membership. This is not the news. This is live from my channel. And again, this is outside of the White House. As you probably know, or will know, Zelensky is here. Absolutely, the brain. I absolutely have. But have you seen me go live at night through various areas of Washington, D.C.? And not only are a few people outside, there have been no large police presence unless for that checkpoint the other night. And not to mention, the arrest that they did have was in Columbia Park / Adams Morgan, where there's a high population of the Latino community. Did you know that? Now, we are in hurricane season. What if a hurricane comes out and some of the National Guard that's here from, or will be here from South Carolina, they need to go back? Then what? And for those of you that are saying, and I've heard this, that there was a fudging of numbers of crime rates, did you know that that particular commander from the 3rd District had filed a complaint? See, some of you just take out, you extrapolate certain pieces of facts to push narratives. And I understand that completely. But when you say, oh, they're changing numbers and they've been fired. No, he wasn't fired. He was suspended and under investigation. But how many other people are under investigation? Are you under investigation for anything? All I'm saying is everyone is free to their opinion, but make sure when you put something out that you have all of the facts. It's okay to blame. I'm just letting you know because I'm on another platform and someone tried to beat me down and saying that someone was fired. No, he's not fired. And again, always do your research because he put in a complaint regarding something and weeks later he's been accused of being involved with the changing of the numbers. But again, as I said, and I'm going to be doing this for the next 30 days of this home rule with the National Guard being here and showing you exactly what's on the street. So right now, this is daytime, and I've been out nighttime too. How many brown and black people do you really actually see down here? Now, you see a lot, but look at all of the colors that are down here. This is what you actually see at night, and I'm proving that in real time. And not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not aware, there was actually a curfew for juveniles put in place back in July. So again, where are all of these numbers of this horrible youth crime if there's a curfew? Sometimes we all need to use that gray matter called a brain. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, there are distractions out here. Remember, September the 11th is coming up. Remember, Putin and Trump, they're not the best of friends. Is there chatter from the JTTF or the Joint Terrorism Task Force or Interpol? If there has been, trust me, they would have known by now. So maybe, just maybe, that's the reason for additional support from law enforcement. Have you ever stopped to think that? No, I'm not saying that this is the case, but I'm just asking you to conceptualize and just think about it. I'm actually here in the district, so I think I have a pretty good gauge on what's going on. And look at all of the people. Do they look like they're afraid? How many police do you actually see up and down. How many members of the National Guard do you see right now, knowing that we have dignitaries? Aha, aha. Not many. Now, they may be closer up to the White House, but as we know, if someone really wanted to do something, they wouldn't be right in front of the White House. They would be further out. So, being a former law enforcement and in intel, this is where the police and National Guard actually should be. Look at all of these buildings around here. So just think about that. It's okay, the brain, just, as I said, research everything and pay attention to everything. And of course, everybody is starting to get in front of me now, but it's okay. No, they're not for dignitaries. They're to protect the streets. But if there were people on these streets, right across from the White House, if there were any nefarious acts being thought out here on these streets across from the White House, that's what the National Guard would be here for, to deter those types of nefarious acts. And my question was, do you see any? Do you see a large police presence? Remember the Alfred P. Murrah building in Oklahoma years ago? And then come back to me with a question like that. Again, I welcome all comments, but please make sure that you know the history. We have more people that are lining up, so I'm not sure what the status of these meetings are. But I want to be able to make sure that I get in closer once, or if access is given. I see more news reporters coming in. Yes, I do know what type of units are coming in. Allegedly, and I have to say allegedly, to be prudent and responsible, they are to be armed. In the brain, there's certain things I'm not going to discuss, but I will tell you this. When I was at Fort Belvoir, back when they were looking for a certain person, there was a lot of information that you all wouldn't know, and I'm not going to discuss it, but there are a lot of programs out there, and very, very involved programs. Find just about anyone. The brain, not all of them that were here at first, in the very beginning. understood the brain, and I'm not. People really need to wake up. I just did a video on AJ Scott. AJ Scott in Georgia. Oh no, for one moment I want to see what's going on here. Because people are getting impatient. This is a church that many people want to get to, but unfortunately cannot because everything is closed off.
Soles de primavera para plantar la bandera con la luz de tu sonrisa. Aquí se queda la entrañable transparencia de tu presencia.
Now, as I was mentioning, I just did a story on a former Georgia State trooper who slammed his vehicle into 4 young people. His trial in 2019 ended in a mistrial because it was said that evidence was manipulated. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? However, even after his firing, he was elected to be mayor of Buchanan, Georgia. How does that work, ladies and gentlemen? So if information is manipulated in Georgia, And someone who took the lives of two young ladies under the age of 18 can happen. Is it a possibility that numbers in alleged crime numbers in the District of Columbia can be manipulated as well? Think, ladies and gentlemen, think. Some of you are just listening to mainstream media or what it is that you believe. But look at other states and other people in office. And then, as I said, use your brains. Just because someone is under investigation doesn't mean that they're guilty. But some of you believe that. And that goes both ways. Just a little bit of food for thought.
I say, we are fighting for freedom. I'm gonna go somebody. We are fighting for freedom. Come on, everyone, we are fighting for freedom. So look at you to go. How do I get up? We are fighting for freedom. I say, what is your massacre? We are fighting for freedom. We are living in the land, singing out to the land of slavery. This operation is was done at that time. The time is the master, citizens slave. The battle of Africa is the liberation. What was the purpose of the liberation? The transition. Our leaders become our mentors become commenters. Become dictators, they become the leaders We are fighting for freedom. Every man was in a to jump we are fighting for freedom. Oh, imagine we are fighting for freedom.
Thank you.
No matter your age, no matter your sex, no matter your religion, no matter your tribe, whether educated or uneducated, it's a revelation to the generation. Whether you are doctor or a farmer, whether you are teacher or policeman, could have be a tax driver or a student, could have be a lawyer, could have be a soldier. We are fighting for freedom. We are fighting for freedom. Bana Uganda bali kumanga. We are fighting for freedom. Ababa boda boda na minibirimu. We are fighting for freedom. Yes, man. In the end, we remember not the words of our enemies, and the silence of our friends.
It's beginning to rain a little bit, but a little bit of rain isn't going to hurt anyone.
Can't pick it up no more. Only a try. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it should be. Get smart voters get start. Boy, get dark. Before they with the pitchfork. Let them walk with this real talk. Smoke, push, ambush, till we pull off. Niggas still with the wheels off. Always looking out for the first cross. I'm a bigger boss than Rick Ross. Always winning. Nigga get lost. It's the warlord. Bring the voodoo. When I blow through, it's crazy like Bellevue. What they tell you? Leave that boy alone. Like him alone. Fuck a skull and bones. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. That nigga is Russian intelligence. When it rains, it pours. Did you know the new light was on? You're showing your home.
Can I see the front?
Rocky back.
Can I see the front of your sign, sir? Thank you.
Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence.
You know Rocky, you a friend of his?
No, I just saw him earlier. Hi, Mr. Rocky again.
Well, you know him now.
Hi, Mr. Rocky. Lease. 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 Like a leasing a car? Lease.
That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
Pardon me? Yeah. I mean, it seems that I came here in January. They don't know I can't use any
All they want is on the city's all they want is they dividends.
Yes, it is.
So, that's the chapel right there.
It ain't even fair at the state fair.
Yesterday, you were able to
Give a young nigga gray hair. That's why I'm here. Yeah, stay there. You better stay there. Close your fucking eyes like it's daycare. Make myself clearer than Shakespeare. I'm here to take money, even fake hair. So desperate is what I'm left with. For the record, you affected. Who you elected is so septic, so full of shit. I can't accept it. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. I reside on the west side. I murder with my third eye. Niggas so fly, get a bird's eye. Living scream bloody murder. Let's meet at the White House. Run in and turn the lights out. They treat it like a trap house. These motherfuckers never take the trash out.
Excuse the language, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse the language.
Nigga, take your drugs and pass out. Niggas love to throw that fast rap. I see you in your black ass get out. Homie, you play too much. Why these devils, they doing way too much. Most of them won't say too much. Why they steady planning? God knows why. That's why I roll with the real ones. Real ones, trying to reach millions. Real ones, trying to make billions. Real ones, dressed like some millions. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence.
Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Again, Zelensky is here along with others. other dignitaries. So, and who knows who else that's walking about on these streets. So, while I'm giving you this footage, I'm being vigilant as well. And we don't know everything that's going on. We're only going by what is being told to us. As you can see, it's raining. Again, National Guard presence on that street there, on that street there, and behind me. So if there were a credible threat, these streets, in all actuality, should be closed off as well. But who am I? I guess we'll see in the coming weeks and months. Thank you, and thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Hello. Everyone, again, has differences of opinions, and voices are being heard here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. Thank you to those that have been kind enough to thumbs up this live video. Members of the fire and rescue. We'll speak to them in a moment if possible, meaning greet them. Still a little bit of rain, but not too much. Someone tried to breach. She's getting him up out of there. Now he knows good and darn well he was not supposed to get up that far. But he's still going.
How much of a complete mannequin straw man he really is when it comes to being tough on anything and anyone. But he'll certainly remind you that he expects to win the Nobel Peace Prize because he expects to win at everything, no matter how pathetic he may be. And I'm going to show you the story in just a second, right up front of him about to meet with Zelensky and European leaders on the Ukrainian war. But let's be reminded the truth of who Donald Trump is when it comes to him expecting to win. And if he doesn't, he likes revenge. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a major announcement. I would like to promise and pledge that I will totally accept the results, presidential election, if I win.
Oh yeah, if I win, and then this.
Some of the people that release words and you got it. If you're with the guys that were which I will not do, which is but
yeah, he wants revenge if you don't let him have his way. Because how ironic it is now that he's president the second term and he said this ahead of time.
The race for the White House and former President Trump's campaign now on the defensive. After his fiery rhetoric at a rally in Dayton, Ohio on Saturday night. Trump warning of discussing the economy, but there would be a quote bloodbath if he's not reelected in November. This after the former president kicked off the event by paying tribute to those who attacked the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Republicans forced to defend former President Donald Trump's controversial comment when discussing economic tariffs that there would be a bloodbath if he lost the 2024 election.
If I get elected, no, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it.
Trump campaign pushing back. Talking economics, right? Joe Biden is saying EV part of the American auto industry.
And yet, of course, we can see he's a complete failure with tariffs, and the auto industry is paying the price. Just ask Ford and the nearly $400 million the tariffs just cost them in one quarter. And now, ahead of meeting with Zelensky, of course, Trump isn't going to push on Putin. No, he's going to give him a red carpet. This is what Trump has now said to Zelensky. Breaking news in quotes. Some things never change. Rages at Zelensky ahead of Monday meeting. President Donald Trump raged at his Ukrainian counterpart ahead of a high-stakes meeting between the leaders on Monday. Trump plans to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and several European leaders on Monday to discuss ways to end the war in Ukraine. The meeting follows a summit Trump held with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday in Glasgow. Ahead of the meeting, Trump announced that there would be, in quotes, very real consequences for Russia if it did not accept a ceasefire. That ceasefire was not agreed to according to media reports.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, could be a possible reason why there are so many members of the National Guard here. Not the crime and homeless problem. Again, that's not an implication, that's just a thought that I have.
Invaded the country in February 2022. Trump has also seemed to agree with Putin that Ukraine should give up some land in exchange for ending the war. Russia has said it wants to control the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine. Zelensky rejected Russia's offer. The president seemed to address the land swap issue in his Truth Social post as well. In quotes, no getting back Obama giving Crimea 12 years ago without a shot being fired. And in all caps, no going into NATO by Ukraine, the president wrote. Some things never change. But of course, Trump wants credit because he can't push against a strong man. Trump wants credit for ending a war by telling the people who were attacked, you have to give in. That's his upfront prior to a meeting with European leaders. You don't get to be in NATO, I give you nothing, and you gotta give up what you already
I want to take a
had
picture for the
that
background.
Because I'm going to
Here's
push
okay.
back on him
How typical of Trump to think he's making a deal and I'm the master deal maker when all he's doing is asking the country that was attacked to lay down just exactly what Ukraine did in '94, giving up all their nuclear arms with a peace treaty with Russia and having destroyed that in 2014 and doing it again 8 years later in 2022. That's Trump's typical plot for how he thinks he makes a deal. And as he actually said, when it comes to you, Donald Trump, you're right. Nothing ever changes.
مش دي بس بيصور بطنك هو بقول لك لف بس شوي وصل زي بريق الوضع طالع معلش ما تصير معلش
بتصور
انا ما يمكن كل ساعه fighting for me and fighting for guns
President Zelensky's arrival with the coalition of these willing European leaders fighting for democracy who are now in Washington, D.C. But Zelensky will not be deterred despite the horrors we're talking about. Zelensky landed in Washington, D.C. The Trump regime Zelensky wearing a suit. They said, you're not coming to the White House unless you wear a suit. Zelensky's answer is wearing a t-shirt because he's a wartime president actually engaged in courageous acts defending his people and who doesn't bend the knee to the fascist Trump regime just like he doesn't bend the knee to the fascist Putin regime. Now, talking about what happened in Ukraine last night as Putin tried to cause mass chaos before these meetings in Washington, D.C. today, which are about to take place. We saw many people killed in the Zaporizhia region, in Kharkiv. We saw little children who were killed by Putin at night as Putin dropped ballistic missiles and shot his drones in Ukraine, terrorizing Ukraine, killing innocent Ukrainians as he has done for so long. President Zelensky has just met with Keith Kellogg, the envoy. He was supposed to be the envoy for both Russia and Ukraine, but Putin didn't like him. Putin just wanted to deal with Donald Trump's real estate buddy, Steve Witkoff, who has no clue what he's even doing. He did not want to deal with a general like Keith Kellogg. So Kellogg was just the envoy to Ukraine after he got promoted. You see him meeting there with Zelensky. Zelensky delivered very strong news. Zelensky says it is impossible. Take it off the table. We are not giving Donald to the United States to give up chunks of Ukraine. You have a big mistake. You are utterly mistaken, Donald. Let me deliver this rude awakening. I'm here with Europe. We want strong security guarantees, and we've always said that we're ready for a ceasefire, but we are not giving up chunks of Ukraine, you idiots. Now, what's actually happening on the front line right now in the war from Russia's invasion of Ukraine? Russian tanks are now decorated with United States flags. Folks, you can't make this stuff up. That's what the result of Donald Trump's meeting with Putin is. Putin now giving American flags to go side by side with Russian flags on the tanks in the front lines of the killing of innocent Ukrainians. These images are being shared right now at lightning speed on Telegraph. and other acts in Russia. And you see these tanks now all with American flags. It is utterly despicable to see that. Donald Trump side by side with Russian flags on the tanks in the front lines of the killing of innocent Ukrainians. These images are being shared right now at lightning speed on Telegraph and other apps in Russia. And you see these tanks now all with American flags. It is utterly despicable to see that. Donald Trump doesn't care because Donald Trump
Hold it to the side? Yeah. Comfortable enough. I'll hold it high when we start.
We've always treated that as a mindset. Losers at sale. Here, Newsom talks about, here was Newsom, and here's JD there in high school. Zelensky posted a thing from media record of our team. Those cases discussed for one country in Europe, means we are ready to continue working with maximum effort to end the war and to ensure reliable security. These are the key issues. And it goes on to talk about the Russian attacks of Crimea and Kharkiv, million areas that resulted in death and loss of children last night. He also talked about how Russia was striking an Azerbaijani company. So you can post there. Oh, let me just show you this too. Just to show you what a good debate or Gavin Newsom is. Out here. Remember when Gavin Newsom in this debate with DeSantis was close? I just wanted to show that because that's the fight you need to put forward. Just going to take this fight to the side. You're going to have to be making it. We'll keep you posted. This is fine. Let's get to 6 minutes. You guys merch. The Trump administration left behind classified documents about the meeting. Let's go to those documents here. Government papers found in the last hotel will be detailed. There's pages and announcements. Found on Friday morning in the business center of Alaska. There are previously nationally sensitive details about the
اوكي بس المشكله بالشارع
Here's anything this year. Here they are. Here I'm going to give you some details of what they are, but this is highly classified information. And actually had to black some stuff out because they left numbers of Trump administration officials on this papers. As you can see here, there's a signature and then here.
طيب خلاص خلاص تاكيد سكانسل taking live meeting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, that's what Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. That was Mr. Rocky, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
I'm appalled. I just can't see what he's doing. And how he could continue to bomb all these